Well, hello and welcome to another week of Central Reads, our 2024 Bible reading plan. And I don't want to get ahead of myself or say something that's just not true, but this might be true. This might be the best week of reading all year long because we're reading three different things that are all so awesome, all in one week. And so it's awesome. And so this week, today, actually Monday, we're going to wrap up the book of Hebrews, which you've read all week long. A lot of ups, a lot of downs, a lot of things that are difficult to understand. But chapter 12, which is what our reading is today, 12 and 13, it really is kind of brought home. I mean, the first two sentences of chapter 12 they're enough to think about today. You could think about these for the rest of your life and you wouldn't be exhausted. Listen to what it says. Therefore, since we are surrounded by so great a cloud of witnesses, let us also lay aside every weight and the sin that clings so closely, and let us run with perseverance the race that is set before us, looking to Jesus, the pioneer and perfecter of our faith, who for the sake of the joy that was set before him endured the cross, disregarding its shame, and has taken his seat at the right hand of the throne of God. Consider him who endured such hostility against himself from sinners, so that you may not grow weary in your souls or lose heart. Consider him, look to him, right? Who's the pioneer and perfecter of our faith, so that you don't grow weary in your souls or lose heart. Because what the book of Hebrews is so much about is that people suffer for all kinds of reasons. People who are following Jesus, who are walking the path that he does of giving up their lives, giving up themselves, giving up their preferences, and getting down and serving others and helping others up and using your strength to lift someone up. It's hard. It's hard. It's tiring. We find that the world doesn't like it so much for some reason, and so it's easy to lose heart. But continue to look to Jesus, because he did it and he got through it. And he endured for the sake of the joy that was set before him, the same joy that we're invited to participate in and that we're guaranteed as well, and that we can find through relationship with him. I could go on and on about this. The book of Hebrews is awesome. And then the rest of the week, each day, this week we're reading a chapter of Philippians. There's 4 chapters in Philippians. We did a whole series about Philippians just a few months ago. It's an awesome, awesome book. Read it carefully, read it again and again. Take the day that we're reading that chapter 1, chapter 2 of Philippians, whatever it is, and read it again and again and again and again. It is so awesome. Or I'll challenge you to do this. Rather than reading 1 chapter a day, read all 4 chapters every day. Read the book of Philippians 4 times. It is magnificent. And then we wrap up the week on Saturday by reading Paul's letter to Philemon. And Philemon is, it's a fascinating letter. It has such great, the heart of Paul's theology. It's all right there in the end of it. It's Paul basically imploring this guy named Philemon to free his slave, Onesimus. Not because he has to, but because he sees him as a brother in Christ. It's amazing. There's so much to it. I want to invite you to check out the Bible Project's videos, both on Philippians and Philemon. Read these books. They are amazing. Please ask me about them. I'd love to get a coffee with you and talk about them. Talk about where they intersect with our lives and whatnot. But keep reading and have a great week at it.